Just like you were talking about, the Hecarim just provides that kind of frontline AD follow-up. So you've got a Nocturne, you've got a Hecarim, very kind of like global-ish in a sense, really good engage tools alongside a Ziggs ult and a Nautilus and a Viktor. So lots of zone control for Rogue when it comes to straight up 5v5.
Kind of sometimes struggling to convert these early game leads into reliable wins.
Yeah, it's always the mid game where they seem to drop the ball, and hang on here, Vander's just going to flash forwards off the hands. He's just going to be dead here, I think.
Clear follow-up, no way for the Ziggs. Out, satchel charge, not nearly going to be enough. Kobbe going to finish that up. First blood for an Aphelios is a damn good sight for Misfits. This could be big though. Inspired moving to the top side. Maybe can get a gank down here. HiRit already burning the Spectral Maw. Good damage back to odoamne. Odoamne going to be a little bit in trouble. He's going to walk away. The fear coming out at the perfect time, and here comes Inspired. HiRit going invisible, flashing forward. Desperate, he gets pushed in, but he misses. Ooh. The Blade of the Rune King will not connect. The Triumph Field coming in.
Inspired almost betrays odoamne there, but odoamne, smart way to set it up. Larssen might be getting dove here. Vetheo misses the bubble.
The bubble's big. Vander flashing the hook, will not connect. Larssen will make it out to safety.
But now we might have a fight on the top side. Inspired's hovering around odoamne. His wave needs to crash on the tower. Both junglers know it, but Razork's level 5.
Oh, now has to run for his life. HiRit very, very low. Has the Heartbreaker, has the ultimate, but Nocturne now coming in. They're just immediately going to focus on the Volibear. That's the fear. That's the knockback. There's just too much CC. He's only level 5. He's got nothing in the exchange.
Yeah, had no information. Razork did get double crab in the early game, so you'd expect him to be ahead in experience, but hang on, odoamne might have found HiRit here.
Dash away, big fear, good damage. Auto attack, Conqueror is going to force the ult out just to be used
might be able to finish him. He has the E up, doesn't have Ghost or ult though, but HiRit, he can just cancel him. Wait for odoamne to push it in. There's no TPs on the enemy team, so they can just play the stun.
Yeah, easy pickup. HiRit, nothing he can do, just walk out. The second he burns the stun, that's really the only counterplay he has left, but Vetheo using that mid priority has certainly paid off for the team, and this should lead to balancing out some of the gold discrepancy that you see now.
Thresh next to you, you're feeling confident, you got a kill, but then you realize there's a Nocturne ult, there's a Hecarim ult, there's a Ziggs bomb coming from the sky, and there's a Nautilus ult going dun 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 dun.
Yeah, and I don't know if you've
scary.
Yeah, I don't know if you've ever been Q-autoed by a Viktor at 3 items in the late game.
And they want to TP towards top to satchel charge the tower to get first tower blood. Also zoning HiRit off the wave, so they're trading gold, even though the enemy team has Herald. Really smart play here from Rogue.
Incredibly heads-up play, and you can see their gold lead massively balloons there. Now, it is going to be shrunk at least a little bit once Razork uses his Herald. It should be 5 plates worth of gold over to the side of Misfits if they can get the setup, but the wave is shrinking, and Inspired and Trymbi cannot just be ignored here.
Small thing to note, there's a ward behind him, Larsen's spacing. He has TP. odoamne has ult. This could be a 4v4 if they have HiRit's TP timer. If they want to defend it, Larssen standing in base, he could look for a fight.
odoamne moments away. Herald not even getting product, focusing it down. They're now trying to burn through odoamne in the midst of the entire team. Look at how much damage he does! Thresh running for his life. Kobbe's still alive for now. He's got the Infernum. He's firing back. Overall, though, just Inspired going down in the trade.
So, Rogue, they TP top for the first blood, push it in, and then start to move bot and catch the wave when he needs to.
Inspired, we'll see. 2 smites up and available. Inspired will grab this one. Can just ult out if necessary.
To get mid-tier 1 before this, but it looks like they're confident enough to just go for it anyway. Rogue, maybe they're baiting Misfits in here, and then they are going to go for the Herald mid and go for 2 towers. Misfits need to be careful about their positioning here. I think that's exactly what they're going to do. Here comes a bait and switch.
Herald, Trymbi now backing off. He takes a decent chunk of damage. They're going to try to burn through this one. That's going to be a sleepy Larssen, and they are going to grab the objective. Vander flashing forward. He hits a key hook. Larssen gets taken down. Clutch from Vander, but the ulti whiffs. He can't get over the wall. Razork has to be hitting himself after that one.
Huge credit to Vander. Not only is it hitting the hook, which is such a big play for Misfits, it's engaging instantly after the Dragon falls. What Rogue would have done there is...
You certainly expected to be Vetheo. Obviously looked at as his strongest champion historically, has added a lot to the pool. As the TP now comes in bot side, Rogue on the retreat, Larssen holding off on the gravity field 4 now, Inspired ready to body block. That's going to be the hook going in. They're looking to turn and burn onto Razork as quickly as possible. Going golden for a brief moment. Trymbi tries to buy the time. Kobbe is there with a follow-up. Trymbi flashing out, but it's not enough. HiRit in the midst of everyone, going invisible, but cannot escape. odoamne on the backside, kills being traded left and right. Kobbe coming back in, but he goes right into the Ziggs ult, forced to flash into safety, but that's the route. Inspired going in, trying to finish the kill, but the flag comes back. They simply cannot get anything done. Hansama in the back line. Razork, so many flashes being burned by Rogue, desperate now to escape. Inspired tanking the tower to keep his AD carry alive, but Misfits are not giving up so easily. Kazi, spinning there. Has good guns for dueling, but has to get close to use them. That's the heal. Razork now going in. Kobbe does big damage if he can get in range, but the minefield is there. The minions are there. He cannot get close enough. Otto's now flying, but it will not be enough.
Misfits thought they found Rogue, but Rogue's always there to answer. They managed to get there just in time. That's what you look at as the next thing for them to take, but defending a play is always good. They had a wall to find the fight. but Rogue get their objective in the end, and they win the fight. So Misfits setting up around mid. Baron is up now, so there's definitely something to play for, making sure you keep his mid wave pushed in, trying to get some control towards the top side. odoamne has ult up again, and he's hovering around mid. Trymbi's in base, but I think this mid-tier one's just going to fall.
Misfits forcing mid down is going to be big for the Zoe. Gives so much more access. Eyes on Kobbe, or Hansama rather. He's just going to get one shot. That's the power of the Zoe. One mistake is going to cost you.
Yeah, Hans has no defensive items, and he has no cleanse. One bubble, and he's just gone. Vetheo gets max basing. He's going to TP in. There should be 4 members of Rogue to respond to this, but it's a 5v4. Misfits have all ultimates ready, and Vander has flash, so he can definitely turn it whenever. He's on the edge of the pit. Maybe he's going to look for it. Rogue might be too late.
No flashes on the side of Rogue. Inspired, he might have to ult into the pit, but they've already gotten it. Misfits, a single pick leads them to the Baron, and they're right back in the game.
And that's huge, especially when you've got
before Rogue turned it back. Now we're in a situation again where Rogue have put themselves in a deficit. Yes, they can delay the Dragon Soul, and that is big, but for now they have to survive the Baron. So much of the wave clear of the Ziggs and the Viktor is mitigated by this Baron buff. Probably still enough to stop inhibitor turrets from going down, but a lot of gold is about to go into the back pocket of Misfits.
Oh yeah, especially when Rogue commit 3 members to this Dragon, they all have to base, and Spirit's farming his Krugs. What's there left to defend? It's just a lonely Hans. Top tier one's fallen. Misfits, when they walk up here, should get mid tier 2, and then they can look to move top and join HiRit and take top tier 2. So that could be 4 towers falling if Rogue aren't able to defend this top tower. Inspired will be late, but Misfits don't know. We'll see if they commit though. Q and an auto attack. Hans stepped into it, actually. He actually stepped into the bubble.
Oh, the water's great, mate. Take a dive.
And then the Q into the auto, I believe it is. There it is, or the W, sorry.
For now, though, 20 seconds left on this Baron buff. Cannon minion is there. Maybe they can break another tier 2. We've talked about this so many times. We'll hold that thought. Nocturne ult coming out. Buying space, buying time. Nocturne now going in onto the backside. He should just be able to delete Kobbe, and he does. Razork now getting cut down as well. Inspired is big. odoamne is big. 2 items on each of them. Vander's got nothing on the AP backliners on the side of Rogue. Vetheo has to run for the hills. Razork can hear it. In a similar situation, Misfits on the retreat. Good punish from Rogue. I don't think you can get away from the Hecarim. If he knows where you are going down. odoamne coming in as well. He's going to grab that one. Razork drops. Rogue firing back, evening up. Rogue going to grab their second mountain of the game, further delaying the soul in any forced fights as Misfits could hope to find. It does not get easier for Misfits because, again, we now have Kobbe at 3 items. That is great. If he is allowed to fish for a bubble. They get a little bit of vision, they use a Sleepy Trouble bubble, they find a pick, they can find a fight. We saw, you take 1 member out, they were quick on the trigger, but speaking of picks, Kobbe's now going to be in trouble, flashing back to safety. The Fear Show comes down, the Ziggs from downtown. Thresh doesn't. There's nothing he can do. He doesn't even get to play League of Legends. Vetheo with the follow-up, though. Misfits now suddenly ready to turn, not too concerned about losing their carry, perhaps the Viego, perhaps a reset, but not going to go for it here. HiRit just waiting in the stealth. Misfits keeping the pressure up. They've got the Ziggs still up and available. They can shred through this tower with the Satchel and turn back to the Baron if they want to.
Yeah, it's a 4v4 when he tried to get any source of vision. So now Rogue are just going to force a Baron. They want Misfits to walk into them. But now they're indecisive, and they stopped it. The Dragon's going to fall, and they're not going to get anything from this. Maybe they want to try to find and engage in mid. odoamne's around.
Ultimate now coming out. They're retreating. Volibear in the area. Can they actually lock this Aphelios down? The wall comes in. He goes golden. That's the stopwatch. He's at least burned 1 cooldown. But now the follow-up to Ziggs off the hook. There's just no room for Kobbe to play. Yes, Misfits get the Dragon, but at what cost? HiRit, though, with the resets. Trying to get something back. Turning into the Nocturne. Trying to reset again, but he just does not have the damage. He does not have the life. There's nothing there for them. Rogue can now turn back to the Baron.
If Kobbe had flash, maybe there's a world where he could live there because he wouldn't get hooked. The whole lineup of Rogue, if he wants to be able to actually live in these fights or even try to push out waves, but now Rogue should just get an uncontested Baron. Razork's down, Kobbe's down. Vetheo could look for a steal though. He has Smite that he's picked up, and he might get Trymbi here.
Vetheo's going to grab 1. That's just Trymbi taken down. Gravity Field. They take this very slow. This is the other natural downside of not having an AD carry. You do not have sustained damage to take down major objectives.
The flash. He has the flash.
Vander,
the Smite war. Oh!
Hook, 700 health!
Ooh, the Smite faded. I think Vetheo, I'm not sure if he used it on Trymbi or it just kind of faded because he had it for so long. A little bit different to the last 3 or 4 where we've seen Kobbe just instantly get 1-shot. But then, as I say that, Larssen level 18, Hans almost level 18, voice
Kobbe. TP. Kobbe whiffs on the ult. It's a big deal. It's a major form of CC gone
there
now.
It is. There's the ultimate to just zone them away. I don't think they're going to go for it.
1 auto. That's a short fuse, and now they're going to push for a little bit more. odoamne just continues to step forward. Inspired stepping on the front line. Rogue just looking to take the objective. They don't want the fight, but they might have to take it anyway. Inspired now getting engaged on, immediately unstoppable. But this damage from the Ziggs is massive. Kobbe, it doesn't matter what he has. He just cannot fight in this game. Rogue, they are out for blood. Vetheo has to run for the hills. He's got no mana. There is no room for him to survive. Hecarim knows where you are. Larssen knows where you are. There is no survival there.
That's going to be it. I think they're just going to be able to end the game here. Hans has the satchel. Kobbe's back up in his full HP. The good thing about having the Guardian Angel is obviously if he dies to all this dive, then he's fine. Hang on here.
Kobbe. Hey, the only way this is going to work is if Kobbe can hold on. He does a lot of damage.
The Baron buff's fallen off and Rogue don't have a wave. It's coming in bot soon and one tower's already fallen. I wonder if they can actually end here. Vetheo's 40 seconds, Razork's 20. They have one more wave to work with and it's this bot wave. Vander.
Kobbe's got to be
sweating a lot here.
He's got perfect guns for the 1v1 if he can just get into the midst of the team, if he can just scrap, but there's still just no room for him to play. He can't do anything against the Ziggs and the Viktor. The GA is procced. He is running. Rogue are collapsing. Larssen gives him no room to play. Rogue will take first place in the LEC. They will stand uncontested at the top of the table, 8-2, knocking Misfits down.
Yeah, they should be up to end here. Vetheo 10 seconds away. That's going to be the Nexus. And the thing is, he had a stopwatch, but he had no flash. He had flash, but he had no stopwatch. And then the next one, he has Guardian Angel, but you know what he doesn't have, Drakos? He doesn't have magic resist. So one bomb from Ziggs, one E from Viktor, he's out of it. 4 items, mages across the board. Yeah, there's really not much.